This is letter D. The sound of this letter is D, D, D. And the animal name is duck, duck, duck.
Down, down, down dives a duck, quack, quack. Dive too deep and you'll get stuck, quack, 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 quack. A duck is a bird that loves to live near ponds, lakes, and rivers. It has soft feathers, flat bill, and two webbed feet that help it swim. Ducks are excellent swimmers and enjoy spending time in water. They can also walk on land and fly in the sky. Ducks can make a funny sound that says quack quack. They eat seeds, plants, insects, and small water animals. A baby duck is called a duckling. Ducklings follow their mother wherever she goes. Mother ducks take good care of their babies and keep them safe. Ducks come in many different colors, such as white, brown, black, and yellow. They are gentle and interesting animals to watch because they love to swim and play in the water.
Davy Duck liked to swim. Swimming was easy for him, but usually he swam too fast. Davy Duck liked to eat, but he often ate too much. Davy Duck liked to quack, but everyone thought he quacked too loudly. Davy Duck liked to sleep, and often he slept too late. Davy Duck, the ducks all said, "You are just too much."
Davy Duck,
said Mama Duck.
you need to learn to be more temperate and to use self-control.
"Why, Mama? I don't have a temper," said Davy Duck.
I don't mean you have a temper, Davy Duck. I mean you do too many things to extremes. You need more self-control.
"What do I do to extremes, Mama?"
Oh, Davy Duck, you do many things to extremes. Sometimes you eat too much, swim too fast, sleep too long, or quack too loudly.
"Why not, Mama? I love to swim and eat and quack and sleep. Why shouldn't I do them as loudly or as fast or as long as I can?"
Because it is good to be temperate in some things, Davy Duck. It would be better if you ate less, swam slower, quacked more softly, and slept less,
said Mama Duck.
Someday you'll learn, Davy Duck. Someday, when you do not use self-control, something may happen that will make you feel sorry for not being more temperate. Then you will learn to have more self-control.
One day, Davy Duck saw a black water bug on the bottom of the pond. "I think I can get that," he said to himself. He dipped his bill and kicked up his feet, flipped his wings, and down he dived to the bottom. "I did it!" cried Davy Duck. "I can dive!"
Good for you, Davy Duck,
Mama Duck said.
I'm glad that you can dive. I hope you'll use self-control and not go to the extremes like you do in many other things. If you do, you'll certainly get into trouble.
About that time, Davy Duck saw another nice big water bug on the bottom of the pond. "I'm a good diver," Davy Duck thought. "I can really get that big bug in a hurry." He called to his mama. "Watch me dive, Mama." Davy Duck gave an especially big tip with his bill. He kicked his legs particularly high. He gave a mighty flip of his wings, and down Davy Duck went. Down, down, down to the bottom. Davy Duck dived down, past the bug, down, past the weeds, down into the mud, down, farther and farther. Davy Duck had really done it this time. Davy Duck had dived too deep. His bill went down through the soft mud and down into the thick clay, and it stuck. Davy Duck was stuck in the mud. He couldn't move. He wiggled his head, but his bill didn't come out. He kicked his feet madly, but nothing happened. He flapped his wings hard, but his bill stayed in the mud. He was stuck. Davy Duck remembered his mother saying,
Davy Duck, you need to have more self-control.
He remembered Mama Duck saying,
Someday you'll learn, Davy Duck.
Well, Davy Duck had learned. He had dived too deep and he was stuck. Maybe I'll never get out, Davy Duck thought. Maybe I'll starve to death, stuck here in the mud. Everyone will laugh at me. Everyone will say Davy Duck did many things too fast, too slowly, too much or too little. Davy Duck never learned to be self-controlled. Davy Duck was very sorry for what he had done. He wanted to tell his mother, I did learn, Mama. I did learn not to go to extremes. Oh, Mama, I'll never dive too deep again. Just then, when Davy Duck thought he would spend the rest of his life stuck in the mud at the bottom of the pond and never see any of his duck friends again, he felt a strong pull on his feet and on his wings. It was Daddy and Mama Duck. Almost before Davy Duck knew what had happened, he was floating to the surface of the pond. He was free, back on the top of the water. Back on the top of the water, Davy Duck breathed in a lot of air. He shook his bill and batted his eyes. He wiggled his tail. Thank you, Daddy. Thank you, Mama. I learned my lesson. I'll try to use self-control. I really will. I'll stop eating too much, sleeping too long, swimming too fast, and quacking too loudly. Mama, never, never again will I dive too deep.
Let's blend these sounds. D-A, day. D-A, da. D-A, da. D-E-D. D-E, d. D-I, die. D-E-D. A-D, aid. A-D, add. A-D, add. E-D, eed. E-D, ed. I-D, I'd. I-D, id. Trade, trade. Grade, grade. Made, made. Made, made. Raid, raid. Paid, paid. Mad, mad. Pad, pad. Sad, sad. Read, read. Dear. Deen. Need, need. Eat, seed. Fed, fed. End. Mend. Send. Stride. Ride. Side. Did. Dip. Dim.